Hey, everyone. I'm still Andy Hall. I haven't changed it back to Dr. Kennard. With me is Big Zebra, Big Z.
Hello, and
What's up?
I wanted to congratulate you.
On what?
I wanted to congratulate you on your hosting gig from yesterday. I
Yeah,
thought that went really well. You had actually a difficult role, I thought,
I did.
because, well, there were two other hosts, and so they brought you on to inject a little humor there, here and there,
That's what I
I
thought.
think.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually very difficult because then you've got all these people there, and you're supposed to, like, I accidentally talk over people here,
Yeah.
and sorry if this is not interesting for people watching, but you don't want to make that mistake on that show,
Yes.
and then there's a slight lull. I rather liked your Squid Game joke, but I can't remember the context or anything other than that you made it.
Well,
But it,
Seth Andrews, he was talking about how he would like to have a bunch of theologians from different sects. That's
oh
SECT,
yeah,
perverted-minded people, and put them all together to have them define basic concepts like what God is.
yes,
And then he said maybe we just give them the knives and have them all fight it all out. And then I mentioned that's Seth Andrews had just created the Christian version of the Squid Game of Squid Game, and so yeah,
yes.
yeah,
That so you really have to wait for your opportunities
you know.
to
And there are a
anyway.
lot of opportunities too. And once again, talking about inside baseball about comedy is probably not what anyone wants to hear, but
Yes,
out of
so I'll shut up.
no, no, well, I'll just say this: out of 100 jokes that I thought of during that hour show, or maybe like
Mm,
maybe 20 or 50, there were a lot. I'm like thinking
yeah.
in real time, it's like, is this the thing that I should say right now? Is this funny enough for me to say right now? Does this help other people move the ball down the field, so to speak, in
Mm.
terms of setting up whatever the next talking point is? So yeah, 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 you have to make those decisions pretty quickly.
Yeah, and very quickly too, because that lull isn't going to be there for what, a second?
Yeah, a split second or so. Reverend, brother, heathen
I'm
from the
here.
Church of
Hi.
Heretics. I see.
Hi.
Is that a dunce hat over there? I see a
Oh no,
conical.
no, that's my lighting.
Oh, that's your lighting. I didn't know if it
Yeah,
was for a bit.
I'm professional. I'm professional. Hold on, I gotta put you guys over here. I'm fucking as for a professional, I'm real fucking noobish at this shit. There we go. How's
Okay.
everyone doing today?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm doing
And the
okay.
zebra's good too.
Oh,
The
that's good.
zebra
I'm
is
glad to
good.
hear that you're doing good, big zebra.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I just fucking woke up. So
What is all that shit on your shelves, Reverend?
oh, that is my passion. Next to my greatest passion, next to my family and decimating blood cults, is Transformer toys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
so
I understand that they're more than meets the eye.
they truly are. They are, and they are robots in disguise.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right,
Well,
right. That's their robots in disguise. I remember that now.
Hmm.
I just want to give Jimmy, Reverend Brother Heathen, a lot of credit because he remembered to say that his family is more important than his passion.
I
Job well done, sir. Job well
well,
done.
I just say to my kids, all right. I said, I love you, and nothing's gonna take that away. But you've never had competition before, and I just warned them they got to start up in their game. So, just with that in mind. So
As soon as
uh,
the kids start being able to transform, then maybe they can compete against Optimus Prime. That's all.
that's yes, but he's got a Matrix, and now we're getting too deep in canon, and I'm just nerding out too much. So, anyways,
I guess they do transform. They've slowly become adults over time, but that's not
right?
really interesting,
Oh
you
my
know.
God! If you've raised kids and you've seen them have a meltdown, yes, they definitely do transform. It's a little
Mhm.
fucking demons.
It's like
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Jesus
Well,
Christ!
it's funny because when you're out at a restaurant, right? and you're sitting and you can see other people's kids at another table, and you can just see the kid just ready to pop. It's like, oh yeah, they've been there for too long. They've been there. They have just crossed the line, and that kid's gonna pop any second.
I love your finger puppets in the background. I know. Is that new?
Well, it's always been here, but because of the show last night, I was on.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it look like it was organized. Like I'm a person that just doesn't live in squalor. So, we have Schrodinger's cat here.
Okay.
We have Alan Turing, right?
I was wondering who that was.
Alan Turing.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know who Alan Turing is, he helped break the Nazi secret code during World War II. And Enigma, right? And gay, and he was forced to. So we're going to bring the party down within 6 minutes of the show. He was because he was homosexual, and because that was against the law in England. Thank you, Christianity. He was forced to be chemically castrated, and he committed suicide by eating a poisoned apple. Is that the reason why Is that the reason why Steve Jobs picked an apple? Maybe. Possible. To bring it to a lighter point, here we have Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Hey, there he is.
Now, you can say that this is God, but he's actually supposed to be Plato. So, yes.
I think God works better. But that's you said that's Jesus, but he's clearly white.
He is clearly white. Right.
So that's propaganda right there that you're spreading.
Yeah. So he's not the historical Jesus then.
Yeah.
No, because he wouldn't exist if he was historical.
Yeah, exactly. He would just be this, right? no finger, no puppet.
Yes, that puppet is more authentic than the actual myth. So,
by the way, maybe you guys can help. I've always thought a great movie would be Bigfoot versus Jesus, or a debate. Who has the greater odds of existing?
I think the debate that's really interesting. Yeah,
because there are a lot of sightings for Bigfoot, and we know from the Apostle Paul that 500 saw him resurrected.
Sure, we'll go with that number. Yeah. Even though Paul never met Jesus physically,
but really do it with a little bit of academic rigor, and the more seriously
you lost my interest right there.
No, but you see, the more serious you take it, the angrier.
Come on, say hi. We're three lonely guys, and we just want to say hi to everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Kendra.
Hello.
Hi, Kendra. Everyone. Yes.
Oh, there's comments. I forgot you could see comments.
You can. Yes, you can see comments.
Ah, shit! Jesus, look, there's a bunch of people here. I thought it was just us.
No, dude, there's like people. People do show up for the after party.
Oh, jeez, I'm exposing the church.
You are exposing the church.
I don't even have the church up right now. I just thought I'd come in and say, hey, what's happening? I'm really excited about tomorrow. Andy.
I'm excited about you coming on, Jimmy. We're gonna have a crazy time.
Am I first? You put me on first?
Well, I asked because Wes is actually organizing the guests. So if you want to come on first, then definitely message Wes, and he will put you first more than likely. I shot him the link this morning, and so he should be able to corral everyone and put them in slots. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But it'd be great to have you on first, but it's just great to have you on, period.
Trent Skidsy's got a thing that he's going on, so he's hoping to get on later on in the show. So
sure. That's great.
I have to make sure I look after my Skidsy. Skidsy's my partner on my show, Faith Not Included. We're just like a swell team.
When are you guys when are you guys doing another show?
Oh, this Thursday coming up. So we go every 2 weeks, twice a month. So what's happening is that one time we do a Faith Not Included, and then now we're moving into Church of Heretics. So with me learning the technical side, it makes it very, very it makes it better, like in the sense like it just we can get the ideas out easier, and so now I'm learning it. And oh my god, I can't wait. God, do you want to see a sneak peek of one of my videos, Christmas
Of
videos?
course I do. I don't.
Would
Yes.
you? Okay, would the folks like to see a sneak peek? It's gonna be on the show, but what? Fuck, who cares, right? It's a great little script. Here, let me pull it up here. Okay.
Yeah. Pull
You
it up,
guys
dude.
talk amongst yourselves because
I'll talk amongst. We can talk about amongst ourselves, definitely.
Sure we can. Sure we can. By the way, he has a lovely little podium there, doesn't he? Church of the Heretics.
Heretics. Yes.
Church of Heretics. That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the whole vibe.
You could thump that Bible on such a sturdy.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm the Reverend Brother Heathen. And this is my podium where I give my sermons to set the captives free. To set the captives free. There are so many enslaved into these blood cults that someone needs to stand up and speak out. The fire brimstone needs to come from the other side because I'm sick of hearing their goddamn voices. They're too fucking loud. They got no fucking manners. The whole lot of them. A bunch of fucking animals. Someone has to compete.
And what you're witnessing, everyone, is the constant battle a comedian has between doing the shtick and doing the technical work.
I just want to go. Fuck
I'm supposed to be doing the buttons, and then someone says something to tee me up for.
Yeah.
You gave me an idea there, Reverend. As I was watching you, I thought, what if somebody dressed up in robes and a staff and went to Cairo demanding that their people be let go?
They'd probably be killed or arrested very quickly. That's what
and
I don't know if you know this, but religious nut jobs are really fucking violent. Really fucking violent.
Yeah.
So,
then what if we did it as an animated thing with a cheap-ass character against a green screen?
Well, that's kind of where I come in.
Okay.
So, Andy, she's ready.
All right. We're gonna so tee us up. What are we about to see, sir?
Okay. So, folks, the Reverend's amateur fucking video for I like to make videos. So this is a quick little skip. We did it for Secular Soapbox. Wesley, by the way, they censored us, and it's all Wesley's fault. But I wrote the script for the show, and then now Trent and I did a great job doing it, and we're gonna put it on the bonus at the end. But this I've kind of put it to video, and it's real fucking basic, but gets the point across. Okay. So any time you want. Okay, you'll see it on Thursday, but this is God and Santa. So God, go out to Santa for his wish, because Santa doesn't fucking answer God, and he's really ignorant that way, Santa. So let me know if you guys can hear this. If there's a problem with the I never know how. Okay,
we can hear it.
Yeah.
We can hear it.
Not bad, eh? It's not bad, Reverend.
Well, hello there. Have you been a good little deity? Cut crap, man. You know why I'm here. You never gave me the genocide I asked for. Keep asking every year, but you keep ignoring me. I won't be ignored. Oh, God. Now you know I can't do that. Can't or won't. Listen, God, it's both. I can't and I won't give you the genocide you keep asking for. What? It's not fair. You never give me what I want. God, I can't go around killing people just because you ask me to. Why? I do it literally all the time. People ask for this enemy to be smited here, that person killed there. It's not a biggie. I love seeing people getting killed. Oh, God, I'm in the giving toys and bringing cheer business. Killing in misery is yours. If you want a genocide, you're just gonna have to go out and do it yourself. Aw, you know how much I hate having to do literally anything. You do it. No, God. I'm a good role model for children. What would people think if I just went out and did a bunch of killing? You think people would still think highly of me afterwards? Oh, stupid. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm literally a documented child killer, and people worship the crap out of me. I'm bigger than the Beatles, baby. People don't mind a little killing as long as you establish yourself as an authority. You give them a bunch of conflated reasons on why their life is crap and their good deeds will never account for anything. Get them to hate themselves by blaming the faults of the entire world on their shoulders. Burden them with unnecessary guilt and start dangling a little fear to keep them in line. Keep their minds busy by commanding they worship you non-stop so they can't think skeptically, and boom! You can justify genocide. People will cheer you on. Huh. I literally killed the crap out of my own son. Like one of the worst ways imaginable. These idiots think it's a great idea. Imagine that. Imagine tricking people into thinking blood magic is real. Oh, God. Just because you can trick people into thinking genocide is a good thing doesn't make it okay. I'm telling you, this attitude is a fast track to the naughty list. You haven't made it off the naughty list ever since that whole flood thing. Listen here, you tons of fun. You better bring me that goddamn genocide. I'll try killing these idiots with a virus. But of course, I had to make them smart enough so that they could develop life-saving vaccines. Fortunately, my idiot followers keep sabotaging their good works. But it's not enough. I can't rely on these idiots to do anything right, even spread dangerous propaganda. I need you to give me that goddamn genocide, and I want it now. Oh, what did I tell you before? They are your creation. You wanted them, you take care of them. I am personally tired of you abandoning them and not doing a damn thing to help them. Oh my. Now look what you've made me do. You're getting Santa all upset. Eat a dick, you Grey Wonder. Now you know how I feel. Give me my genocide, or else I'll have Donald Trump reelected. One way or another, I want to see mass destruction. Okay. Now, come on, God. Let's not go that far. No need for that. We can work something out. How about I get you and your son a brand new Manny the Muffin game white shirt from churchofheretics.com.
Great idea, Sam.
Oh, great. There you go.
We put all the talk of genocide away. Oh boy, really? You mean this year? Okay. Maybe the Trump thing went a little too far. And I don't really mean to have a bunch of killings that make me happy. All I need is awesome swag from churchofheretics.com. I'll be happy. Thanks, Church of Heretics, for saving Christmas.
Oh, thanks, Church. Fuck yeah!
Hey, I loved it.
I made that.
Very cute. Very cute, Jim.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
So that is just a part of what you're going to see on Church of Heretics Thursday coming up. We just like fucking throwing everything at the wall, and we are passionate about setting the captives free and using comedy as a way to reach people and to get across these ideas. Because I don't know if you noticed, but I got across some really important ideas and using a picture of Santa and God talking. It was
Right.
very, very powerful. So,
D, I just want to let you know that I'm going to shoot you a message on Messenger about the link. That's what I'm going to do.
Dr. Kennard is very considerate that way. He's a very gentle lover and a
Mm.
very understanding host.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about, the former, but the latter, I'm definitely a good host.
Okay, he's a rough and tumble kind of lover on the mean streets of Detroit. Him and his partner, Flash D, are. Where am I going with this?
I don't know where you're going. I don't know where
know.
you're going.
I just started thinking of you as a rough and tumble lover, and oh my God, you just couldn't let it go, could you?
I couldn't let it go.
Ignore me, could you? Yeah. And now I have a cat. Have you guys seen my new kitty? You want to
No.
You want to see Remy the heretic asshole cat? I bet
Show us the
Yes.
cat.
he's gonna be world famous. Hold on, Remy, come here. Come here. The truth of the matter is, I don't want the little fucker touching my Transformers. So
Well, that's
here he is. Here he is. Oh, Remy. Remy.
it's a nice little
Remy. Ah!
Mm.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, his microphone's off. We've lost him. We've lost him.
We lost him? All right. Well, maybe he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back. This is the danger of doing the physical.
Jesus
battle,
Christ.
right?
Yeah. Physical comedy is hard.
It is.
God damn it, Remy. You little fucker.
Hello?
Hello.
We can hear you. Mm.
You know, we went to go see Taylor Tomlinson, the comedian, do a show the other night, Tuesday night, and it's beautiful, Jim. But you could tell that she was exploring how to do physical comedy on stage, or she had been working on it so that she's just not there telling jokes, but she's like, acting. Because there are different types of comedians. There are just people who just stand up there and tell jokes. But it's interesting to see how people change their acts over time.
Well, look at Emo Phillips. He's got a lot of physicality, but he's not a prop comedian.
Yeah.
He's just putting his whole body into every word.
Yeah.
It's amazing, really.
Sure enough.
And he's back.
Indeed.
I concur.
I was actually listening to Mel Brooks do a conversation. He's out promoting a new product, and I was thinking about you. He is, dude. He's like ancient. He's like in his 90s.
Jesus Christ, that guy's got a lot in the tank, doesn't he?
He does, and he was talking about, and because I was just thinking about doing an every week show, right? Like you and Trent were doing a show every week, and like a good hour too, and what kind of heavy lift that is to do. And Mel Brooks, his first show that he was a writer on was a weekly show, and there were only like 3-4 writers for doing a full hour. And he basically came close to having a fucking nervous breakdown. He's a young guy, first job, and just trying to create high quality material for an hour-long show. It just drove him freaking nuts.
Yeah. Yes. That's why we went to every other week. God damn it, we were doing a week show. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's God. We're got lives. Who's getting fucking paid for this shit? Not me. So, yeah. But you know what's interesting though? The more the more that I create, I feel like it's a muscle. Right? Yeah. It just gets stronger and stronger. And these idiots out there fucking running their mouths got a lot of money. Oh my God, they almost write the material. I feel like just like presenting them out there is just, it's like I don't even have to do any work. These idiots just like they do everything for you. Really? We're just showing them. Look at they're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But you know what? We each have to have our little fucking we each bring something to the table. Dr. Kennard here is fucking very smart, very well read, very funny. Jesus Christ. And there's a lot of smart people out there like R and Raw that are doing really good work. The Rev can't fucking compete with that. But we all have a voice and we all have something that we can contribute and we all have our gifts. And my gifts is bringing moist fuckery to the people. And that's what I excel at. That's my gift. But it's a lot of work. Don't fucking kid you. This fucking, there's a long way to the top if you want to fucking rock and roll.
I have that on my
Pink
playlist.
Floyd.
I have.
Pink Floyd. From the Nevermind album. That was a fucking sweet album. Jesus Christ.
Once again, thank you, Ian Davenport. Thank you.
You're quite right about everyone has something to contribute. For example, you may not know this, but zebra dung has magical healing properties. And if you can eat 10 pounds of it in one sitting, you'll never die. And
you'll never die twice. Maybe it'll just take the first time.
Well,
I want to know is how many people did it take before they got to that 10-pound mark? Was there like someone eating about 3 pounds of zebra shit and said, "Oh, this isn't very much"?
Oh,
but
well,
I bet you if I ate 5 pounds, like what was the
well,
process?
that's the thing. If you can eat 10 pounds and survive, you'll never die. And no one has gone to the trouble to prove me wrong. So my claim stands.
I like your logic. I like your it's almost, I would say it's in the same vein as logic right there. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny. Johnny just said that I will always give you a reach around, and he's quite gentle too. Thank you, John. I'm glad that he appreciates the gentle touch, because with my callous tradesman hands, it get a little tricky. You gotta keep it well moisturized. The trick is that when you grip, you just give enough force that they know that you're there. It's like a nice firm handshake.
You know, someone should develop a reach around technique where you use a selfie stick. You know, because it would help eliminate disease.
Reach
transfer.
Around stick, eh?
Yeah.
There's a market for that. There is, because there's a bunch of disgusting perverts out there, and they just can't get enough.
Well, Tobin, I'll shoot you a link.
Tobin, brother Tobin, you never got back to me yesterday. The rap was hurt. You messaged me a message here, Tobin. Tobin, brother Tobin. He's my worship leader. There he is. Oh, he messaged me. Oh, I love you, Tobin. Oh, God, Jesus. Shut up. Ugh, just started playing YouTube. I don't believe in ghosts, but sometimes, I don't know. My phone does weird things. I think there's
just talking about, and Jim, you're a content creator. You're on this platform, obviously. Do you find that when you're on other people's channels, other people's atheist channels, that you almost feel like you have to try to spread the word about how politics is so important to the community and how it doesn't kind of?
No, because I think every atheist creating content out there understands this very, very well, and I think that's part of why they are doing it. I don't think there's any atheist content creator out there that's thinking, I want to make some fucking money, so let's get into atheist creating content. Are you goddamn kidding me? There's people fucking putting up the stupidest shit on YouTube and making millions of views. Meanwhile, us idiots are fucking putting, like, I literally put about 20, 30 hours in every fucking week working on to my show. No word of a lie. Every fucking free moment is put into trying to think of new shit. It's a rat race and it's a hard grind. So trust me, I don't think there's any atheist creator out there that's thinking, politics is kind of important, but I want to make some money, so I'm not going to worry about this.
What I do is I don't keep track of the hours that I spend on social media.
I don't either.
That would just be sad. That would just make me sad. Yeah,
because that man fucking works hard. Don't fool yourselves, folks. I know he makes it look natural, but that man fucking works hard. Do you know, folks? I'm gonna fucking blow some smoke up your ass, Dr. Kennard. But that man, before he interviews anyone with a book, he makes sure he reads their book. He's not a fucking hack. That's respect, guys. Fucking respect. Your money that you support Dr. Kennard is well fucking earned. That man makes every goddamn shekel. Fucking let's see some love. Anyone got some money, throw it out. It's Christmas time. He's been in between jobs. He got fucked over his last job, guys. It's fucking horse shit. I don't know if he really did any, but let's just paint this picture, shall we? Right. And they abused him at his last job. They would beat him and punch him in the mouth till his mouth would drip blood, and they crack his teeth and make him try to look ugly. They tried, but they couldn't succeed because that man is fucking beautiful.
I will say that anyone who works in home healthcare services probably has a couple of stories that they can't tell publicly because that's wrong. But they're just crazy tales.
Blazing Wizard Pope says, this is why I'm not a content creator. If I want to make money, I have to make stupid shit. If I make what I want, I make nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, Blazing Wizard Pope. The Reverend was fucking smart. He wouldn't be doing this. He'd be fucking letting the fucking world burn and wouldn't give a shit. Because honestly, I'm telling you, getting into like activism is hard on the fucking heart. Any of us that get into this, we do it because our fucking hearts hurt every goddamn day whenever we fucking read the news. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know how anyone fucking stays happy. Honestly.
Yeah.
How the fuck does anyone stay happy knowing the fucking misery that's out there? How can you be so detached? And I think that's part of one of the greatest fucking sins that religion does to people. It dehumanizes people. It does something. You have to detach yourself to humanity to be able to live in that fucking mentality that people that don't agree with you are going to be tortured forever. Hello. This is why I always say, like, nothing we fucking make is we make some pretty fucking offensive shit, and we understand it's not for everyone, but nothing that we make is even close to offensive is what they fucking preach every fucking week.
Well said.
So we don't do this because of the fucking money. I already said, like, I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to money. God damn, it's like fucking magic to me. I don't know. I just go to work every day, pay my bills, and try not to spend too much frivolously. But as you see, I've got a fucking plastic addiction that is disgusting. And at least it's not crack. That's what I tell myself. At least it's not crack. I got nothing in the bag, but at least it's not crack.
They should advertise a Transformers line like that. At least it's not crack.
Yeah, at least it's not crack. That's what I tell myself.
Well, yeah, you know, Blazing, I have to tell you, I mean, I've had this conversation with a lot of different people. It's, you know, you got to know when to stop. You got to know how to manage yourself and your schedule and how much you can give, to whatever cause you're passionate about. And it's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, there should be like a course. There should be something that YouTube, you know, gives to content creators before they start creating. It's like, hey,
slap to the face.
This is what you can expect from your first couple of months, and you know, and because it's important to set your expectations about how the slog is, because it is a slog.
Can I take a moment to just shill for myself for a second, if you wouldn't mind, Dr. Kennard?
Oh, please do.
Everyone, please, if you want to laugh, go to Church of Heretics on YouTube. We have our own channel. We put some of our funniest skits. I'm trying to upload as I can. We've got tons that we need to put up there, but we got a few, and all of them are great. They're well worth the watch and to share with your friends because they're funny. They're funny. You fucking laugh. You laugh now. You do it. Stop being like that. Do it. Now, don't you feel like you want to go watch that now? Don't you feel compelled? God.
Yes, definitely. Check out Jimmy's shit. Imaginary God goes, I find absolutely no humor in any of the holy texts of Abrahamic religions. Why is that? Well, you know, there are some people who really like certain types of humor. And it's just like, why did I not like certain types of paintings, let's say, or certain styles of art? It's a, you know, comedy. It's a subjective kind of thing. So it's just that you may find something funny, like physical comedy, but you might not like the Stooges, but you may not find more verbal based, more non-physical comedy funny. So yeah, I mean, it could just be that you just don't glom onto that type of humor.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? The ancient texts are just littered with humor. The whole
Yeah.
thing's fucking stupid. You remember when Adam and Eve ate the apple and God's wandering around like, where are you guys? All I just think is like a Scooby-Doo, and he's going in different doors, and Adam and Eve are running out of this door, and God's going in that door, and they keep going fucking back and forth. And like
Also,
Benny Hill
God
music's
goes
playing.
for walks. You know,
Yeah.
God feels like going for a walk.
Yeah.
I will say that a lot of humor. See, now I'm doing this. A lot of humor based on
Stop playing with the
Abrahamic
balls.
texts. They are dark. It's dark humor, and so there's, I mean, if dark humor isn't your thing, then I can imagine why you wouldn't like faith-based, humor, because it does get dark, and it does get dark pretty fast.
Oh, if he's talking about faith-based, like Christians put on humor, yeah, no one finds that shit funny. They're not funny. They're not. So you're not alone. If that's what we're talking about, Christian humor, anything that Christians do, rock, art, making people laugh or smile or feel good about themselves, like anything basically positive. No, they're terrible at it. Very bad. Very bad.
You know what I was thinking about before I went on the show last night? I listened to some of Seth Andrews' bits on the Thinking Atheist podcast, doing my research, doing my due diligence, like I like to do. And he did this great retrospective on Hitchens, because it was the anniversary of Hitchens' death the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And the clip was being played about how it takes religion to make good people do horrible things. And I think we can yes and that, is that religion makes good people do horrible things, but also American style capitalism makes good people do horrible things too. It makes people work against their own interests. It makes people go to work when they have COVID because they don't have any paid time off and they have to keep food in their belly. Those are the kind of things I think this toxic
Speaking
style.
of which, Reverend, why are you on the show? You have
Why?
a full-time job.
You do.
Let me someone in my family. Oh God, I don't like talk about my family because there's a lot of fucking there was a COVID case at one of the schools. Now, because I have contact, because there's contact to contact, even there's no symptoms or whatever, I'm stuck. Do I get paid? No. I fucking eat this shit like a bag of fucking turds. Yeah, and it sucks. God, there's always a fight against the working class. That's what it always fucking comes down to, folks. That's why we're all... This is what I tried to do, too, at the Church of Heretics, and what we all need to fucking start doing. We're all in this fucking same boat together. Even though the cultists don't realize that they're in the same fucking boat with us. They've just been blinded and fucking brainwashed. That's why we still have to, even though we poke fun at their beliefs, we still have to try to lend a hand to them. Yes, that was the best. You're not making Christianity better. You're just making music worse. That's right. Hank Hill couldn't have said it better.
Hank Hill, that's right. Good.
Yeah, we all need to reach out to each other because we're all in this fucking boat. And do the rich care about us? No. We need to stop fucking worshiping them. We need to call them out for their bullshit. And we need to fucking reach out to each other, because theists need, you know what it is? And we all need to start thinking like this. We all need to start speaking out for each other. Just like white people need to speak out for people of color. Men need to start speaking out for women. Theists need to start speaking out for atheist rights, because we are a minority. And there's a lot of persecution, especially in the States. Like, how many fucking public offices you can't hold because you're an atheist, right? Like, even the stigma around atheism. Like, I tried to become a humanist officiant.
Yeah.
In the Ontario Humanist Society, and I got fucking discriminated against because I was a atheist.
Yeah.
So a fucking humanist society still doesn't understand what atheism is.
Yeah.
And if anyone out there doesn't understand what atheism is, it's just the disbelief in God.
Yeah.
You live in Ontario?
Yep.
There. Oh, okay. I'm. Me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
a fellow Canuck. It doesn't mean anything. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
a
live
third-party
near the
survivor.
giant satanic apple that's on the 401.
Pardon?
Oh, east of Toronto, there's a 3-story tall apple that I
Where
think is
east of
satanic.
Toronto? Before Kingston?
Yes,
Is it around Oshawa?
it's east of Oshawa. It's actually a bit east of Cobourg. I'm
Oh
sure
shit!
everyone. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll have to look. I'll have to check that out. I'm taking Mrs. Brother Heathen to Kingston for a trip in a couple months.
Very nice.
Okay, well, it's more easily seen. Oh God, I can't believe I'm talking about this. But if you're in Kingston and traveling west, the
Yeah.
apple is much more visible,
Oh, okay. Well,
and it's satanic.
try new atheism with more hate.
I wish that, sometimes I come across a joke that's like, why didn't I fucking think of that?
Yeah, no, that's good. But yeah, we hate religion. We love everything else, though. That's the problem. Because we love everything else, it causes us to hate these fucking blood cult ideas.
Now this is interesting because Jimmy's got the white shirt on and I'm a black hat.
Right.
And so maybe I'm more supportive of the atheism and Jimmy's more of the light side of the force. Maybe that's it right there.
I'm sort of in between,
Oh, I can see that, Big Zebra.
Yeah,
You're a zebra of many stripes.
I am.
You're the
Not a coat of
combination,
many colors.
You're what's bringing us together. Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a big zebra sandwich. Who's the meat? Oh, it's Big Zebra. The Reverend and Dr. Kennard. Oh, good times.
Wow. I've never felt so loved.
Yes. So I have to go soon. I have to go take care of stuff. But I loved hanging out. So we're gonna see you tomorrow, Dr. Kennard. I will, I trying to bring something delicious. Because always got to bring something delicious to the table. So
you are just brilliant on your own. If you want to bring something, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Having you on.
Yeah. Stop. Okay. All right. Love you guys.
Take care, man.
Bye, Johnny. Bye, Tony. Bye, Tobin. Bye, everyone. I love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Reverend.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Always good seeing Jimmy.
Yeah, I put a link to his channel in chat. Encourage everyone to click on it and subscribe.
Yeah. I made John Hudson. John Hudson, you're now a moderator. So in case you want to throw on a link to your Facebook dog group, you can do that now. Because I didn't realize that you weren't a moderator. And so I said, I got to make John Hudson a moderator. And so now you can throw links in the chat in case you want to. Use the power responsibly.
My goodness.
Do you have any big plans for the weekend, Big Z?
Yes, I am. If you're familiar with that software that 420 so ably showed us, where he became a kangaroo,
Yes.
I downloaded it, and then I downloaded the animal extension, and it didn't put the files in the correct place. And I've tried to find the correct place and failed. So I am going to investigate this matter thoroughly and leave notes on how to stop that from happening again or fixing it in the future.
Okay, cool.
And if I have to, I will write a very friendly letter to the creator of that software.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Theo, if it was like maybe a year or two ago, I wouldn't be able to accept the compliment and start talking about my analysis about how I did on the show in some kind of narcissistic and dark way. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say you're welcome, and I hope everyone does check out that stream. It was a nice stream last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it went really well, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things that Jack Maturka who we work together quite a bit. Jack has been working because we've been working together for like 5, 6, 7. Actually, I've known Jack before I got divorced, so he is constantly when we work together. It's all about, Andy, you should take the compliment because it's somewhat disrespectful to the person giving you the compliment not to take the compliment. And it's like, oh, I can understand that. I can understand that.
Right. Should I stop complimenting you then?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. See?
Can I?
Yeah,
What
I'm
about
learning.
criticism? Can
I'm
I
learning.
load heaps of
I will tell you this.
nonsensical criticism?
I will tell you this is that whenever I do have a criticism of another person, I do especially someone with someone that I'm close to, someone within the clique, right? I will go to Messenger and I will do it privately.
Yes. What messenger do you use? Google?
Facebook. I'm on Facebook Messenger. I'm
Oh,
lazy.
okay.
I'm lazy and incompetent, Big Zebra. So or sometimes I follow people on Twitter and I can communicate best with them that way.
Yeah, that works too.
But as a person who has been put, quote unquote, on blast by people who didn't take the time to message me privately, it's I don't think it's very professional, and I don't like to talk about me trying to be professional, but I do try to be professional. So yeah.
Yeah, and what a way to, if it was an employee or an employee, you never chew out the employee in public. You take them aside and say, hey, because it's obvious what you're doing. You're not trying to correct behavior. You're trying to tear someone down in front of others.
Yeah. It's true. So Kendra and Tobin have a new song out, and I did actually see that somewhere, Tobin, and I'm trying to show the link. So Tobin, Kendra have a new song.
There they go.
Yeah.
There's the link in chat, and I have just added it to my watch later list. I'm sure it'll be great.
Right.
How about you? What's your weekend about?
Let's see. I'm gonna still do some work on this the non-secret project, and there's some technical stuff I have to do. I'm there was a saying in the Tao Te Ching, one of the Taoists, one of the Taoist books. And it's like the saying goes, the Tao is like cooking a small fish, and that fact that you can't put too much heat on the fish or it disintegrates, and you can't use too little heat, it doesn't cook at all. So as I'm interacting with my technical overlords on the new site, I cannot be too much in their faces. I can't teabag them with questions every fucking minute.
Yes.
So I'm pacing this shit out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Excuse me. I hope that it ends up with you getting more freedom to do this, do that, and have some more fun.
It looks it, and I'm still pretty positive about the entire situation, and we're going to be launching in January. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm doing the Atheist Drinking Out Loud. I'm hanging out with a girlfriend. She probably has plans for us too. I don't know. And of course, it's Christmas, getting ready for Christmas.
Oh, did you? Do you think the girlfriend took that other hat and she's wearing it right now?
Probably not. She might be though. She has worn the hat, and
okay.
Yeah, she might. Yeah, it's kicking around here somewhere. I wish I had it for microphone this morning, but I just didn't have the thing. Well,
it's a theory, and the investigation will proceed apace.
Yeah, the real, as you could probably see, as I'm trying to figure out how to comedically use the hat to the greatest extent. I'm playing around with it.
Yeah, there are a lot of questions. Do you let it dangle in the back or in the front? Do you wrap it around one's neck despite the hazard and risk?
Right. There's definitely things I don't want to do with it. Like I don't want to do this. I don't want to. So I'm thinking the drape is probably the best, and the occasional flipping. But that's way, that hat, it is a pretty cool hat.
I wonder if those hats would count as a toque in the French Canadian way. Because it does have a pom-pom.
It does. You're right.
Yeah. How come we only ended up with 3 people in here today? It's usually 4 to 6, assuming.
Yeah, it varies, and that's the thing you definitely come to appreciate being on the internet is
Mhm.
that your stats will. I'm not a data person. I'm not a math person. I don't understand things, but I
Mm.
do understand that there are trend lines and there are data
Yeah.
points. So the data points can fluctuate up and down, but there's typically a trend line. So you're right, Big Zebra. There's usually like a bunch more people, but who knows why? Who knows? Sometimes we have 2 people. Sometimes we have 6 people. You know,
I understand.
yeah, yeah. So hey, girlfriend says yes, I believe. Now, how do you pronounce that? Uh, in my stupid Boston mouth, how it's a toque? Is that what how it's pronounced? A toque?
Toque.
A
Toque.
toque, like a toucan, but it's just a
Yes,
toque.
yes. Oh, did the girlfriend said yes? It's a toque,
Yes, there it
and
is, right there. Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure that's spelling it correctly too. I'm good.
Well, she is quite a smart person. Actually, we were talking about it the other day, and she's like, "I think I should just do all the stuff for you in terms of like the technical stuff and the
Mm.
guests and the wrangling of the schedules." And it's like, well, you have a job, you can't do that, and you get really
Mm.
frustrated really fast
Ah.
because because you'd have to work for me, oh, not work for me, but you'd have to be in, you would have to we would have to talk about the work stuff, and I think it would just I've seen people try to work with their partners and not
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
do that stuff.
Not necessarily a good idea.
Yeah,
Don't cross the streams,
don't cross
as
the
good as we
street.
know from Ghostbusters.
Right. Toque if you're from Canada, toque if you're French. Ooh,
Really?
now
I did
that
not know that.
is fascinating. That is fascinating. I did not know that. I'm going to try to put that into my hippocampus so that in
Mm.
case I'm ever on Jeopardy, I can remember that. Toque and toque.
Maybe she's just messing with us
Oh no.
and
Oh no,
laughing
no.
hysterically.
Well, maybe I possibly. I like your not so latent paranoia, Big Zebra. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I do terrible things to people where I say outrageous things in a perfectly plain spoken voice,
Yeah.
and then people say, "Really?" For example, a friend,
Hmm.
he phoned me up and said, "Hey, what's new?" And I said, "What's new? You didn't hear that almost 80% of construction fatalities are caused by practical jokes gone wrong." And he said, "What, really?" And I said, "No,
Yeah.
no, I just made that up." And people don't like it, so I don't do that very often anymore because
Yes.
people feel like they're being made fools of, which was
Well,
not my intent.
I was at this is years ago when I was married, and I was with one of my then wife's friends. There were the 3 of us, and we were
Hmm.
looking at one of the large, medieval times. They have the large. It isn't a quilt; it's a tapestry, right? So we were looking at
Yes.
one of the large tapestries, and I started talking about how tapestries were made. That they were just had large machines, and they just printed them down, and
Mm.
and that it's like no, they're not really made like that. All by hand.
Mhm.
No machines back in like 900 AD, 1100 AD, all by hand.
There was once an April Fool's joke where the newspaper would do standard one newspaper article that was a joke every year.
Mhm.
And the best one I ever saw was one that just where a hieroglyphic typewriter had been found.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yes, yes.
That's
Yeah.
great. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, I'm going to close
Oh,
up the show. Oh, no, go ahead.
oh, I was just saying it was a wonderful article, very well written. It seemed very articulate. Didn't tip its hand other than the original premise.
Right.
Um, well done.
Yeah, yes, yes. You have to play it straight if you want to get for the maximum effect, right? If you want to
Mm.
try to rope as many people in as possible.
Yeah, yeah. The only April Fool's joke I've ever done, well, I've done two, but the only one that really hit a wide bunch of people is that in this high school I was at, I put a
Hmm.
for sale sign, a real one, in front of the high school and
Oh,
hammered it in.
nice.
And people were going around saying, "Oh wow, well there were plans to build a new school
Hmm.
because we're overgrowing, or so
Right.
people really thought that the school was for sale, and the sign was legit, and it was
That's
a legit sign. I just ripped it
right.
off.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Shamala Hamala, theoretically. Shamala
Mm.
Hamala. Indeed.
Oh, is it that time again?
I think we're going to close down. I'm going to get myself ready for work. Yeah, you too, Better. Have a good day.
Hey,
And
thanks everybody. Shamala Hamala, did I say that right?
Shamala Hamala, indeed. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, we're doing Atheist Drinking Out Loud, Christmas edition, 2021. Hope to see everyone there.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
bye-bye.